Jurassic Man here, and wow, what can I say? It's been a very, very long time. A lot has happened, so I don't really have much to explain. I probably already explained most of it already in the community tab, but I'm feeling somewhat better, so I hope to bring reviews back. I have quite a lot of collection already if any of you follow me on Instagram. Although I don't post a lot there too either, so anyways, if you are from Instagram and you are seeing this, then you already know, well, you already know from the title, but yeah. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the 2001 Jurassic Park 3 Animatronic Spinosaurus. Now, for the duration of this video, I'm going to have to hold it because this guy likes to fall down. Or you know what, I could just make it quadruped, like how it is. So, behold! I have finally gotten the Spinosaurus. After years of trying to find one for a decent price, for a good thing, I managed to pick this up for $100. The electronics don't work, obviously. A lot of these are always broken, but I wanted to get one that wasn't damaged, as in no tears, no cuts, nothing. This guy is completely perfect, minus some paint scuffles and a strange wrinkle on the back of the neck we'll look into. I'm not going to make this an actual review. Well, depends on how I see it. But I am going to do a comparison mostly from this one, from the old one. So, for comparisons, I guess I can show you the other Jurassic Park 3 Spinosaurus I have. The little mini, I forget what's it called, React Attack? Yes, the React Attack Spinosaurus, which actually shares the same sounds as this one, so if you want to know what this guy sounds like, he sounds exactly like this. The only difference is, from the videos I've seen, the voice is actually much high-pitched. That one is a little higher and sounds more generic for this one. And this one is more of a instead of this one. Like, it sounds like it's a whistle for this one. So I don't know if that's just how it degrades over time. But my god, this figure really is cheap. Like, I've always wondered what this rubber felt like, because this was Hasbro's way of making a Kenner figure from how they used to make it back then, with the Red Rex, the Thrasher, and the Bull Rex, along with the young T-Rex. But man, this rubber is flimsy. You know what this rubber feels like? It feels like those old electronic dinosaur remote control toys. You know, the ones that have the wheels in the bottom and they just move like that. This is the rubber that I feel from it, and no wonder, because those that I do own of those rubber dinosaur toys, they break on me in a couple of months. No wonder these always break on people and they're always broken and such, because this rubber is cheap. It's thin. Like, I'm a little afraid to even just hold most of it. Then don't get me started on the joints. I mean, look at this. This guy just falls over. Now, I'm going to make a comment, because I remember there was a comment that I had. I think it was for my Spinosaurus. But they said that the claws on these guys are very sharp. They might be dull, but they don't feel that sharp. This guy's claws are sharp. He's got sharp claws. You can feel that groove. Like, the details they made on these guys, honestly, these details are still comparable to that of the new Mattel figures. They're very well detailed, because this was made by the Star Wars team from Hasbro, from what I remember hearing. So they really did a really good job. It's just the execution of it all is just lackluster in general. Still, it's a cool toy, just not something we want for a Jurassic Park series. This was the closest they got, and this one, they just cheap it out for us. Honestly, Hasbro should be ashamed for making rubber figures like this. And they were more ashamed when they did that for the Jurassic World series. Remember how easy those rubber figures break? Man, I barely touched my, I forgot what it was called, that crap T-Rex that they gave us with the rubber neck and tail. It was already degrading within a few months. I didn't even barely touch that thing. This guy is already degrading so much, yet he still managed to withstand the test of time. So they were doing something different with these ones compared to whatever Hasbro made for Jurassic World, which means they really dropped down in quality with these guys. You're probably tired of looking at that disgusting rib cages, so I'm going to turn the other way. So, paint-wise, this guy has really nice... What am I talking about? This looks really bad paint. It looks like a duck. I mean, look at that face. It looks like a duck. Quack, quack, quack. It's stupid. I do like the teeth. Even though they're not painted now, I do like it. These gums are nasty. And they have all these battle damage scars all over his body, mostly on this side. That's because these are buttons, or from what I heard. There's 2 buttons back here on the neck. There's a button right here on the side of the ribs. And there's a button right here on the Jurassic Park 3 logo, which I'm surprised it still looks okay. Something tells me this toy was not played with a lot, and it was mostly in someone's attic or box in good condition. So whoever owned this before, you really did well on keeping it safe. For electronics, it came down here with his just pure plastic piece, which was kind of a shame because the Red Rex had a somewhat rubberish piece that looks well with the other rubber. Just looks like a sore thumb, honestly. So, what can I say? This guy is cool, I gotta say that. But it's very lackluster to compare to what Kenner and even Mattel has made. And speaking of Mattel, let's do a comparison with a modern Spinosaurus. Now, this is the Mattel Camp Cretaceous Spinosaurus. This is the 3rd iteration of Spinosaurus they made. And, wow, it looks better. The paint on these both, well, can't really compare because one is degraded, the other one's new. But the paint on these guys are pretty comparable, actually. The teeth are childish compared to these. But you know what? At least these teeth start to look more accurate than whatever we had here. Spinosaurus has long, sharp grooved teeth. This guy has plant eater teeth. He's like cow teeth. And the jaw is like nice. The articulation is nice. The scales on it are huge compared to what we have here, because I think this one's a little more accurate looking in details. And of course the sails on these both, they're the exact same size. However, this guy has a much bigger body than this sausage link. I mean, look at this. Look how much of a sausage this guy is. I mean, Spinosaurus is pretty long, but if you guys get rid of the sail and change the head, you can make this to another dinosaur. Maybe even a Giga if you wanted to. Of course, there's no electronics on these ones. None of them have electronics yet. We might get some in the future. But when we do get an electronic Spinosaurus from Mattel, I hope it finally dethrones this one. Because even though the Mattel one is much better, this guy was very close to Kenner quality. Not Kenner quality, but Kenner standards. Or not Kenner standards. It was Kennerish. Okay, it was Kennerish. However, there is one thing that still works on this thing, which, surprise and surprise, this guy is a mishmash of different figures, so it has a thrashing action, as you can see here. It only goes side to side, but the head mechanic would have moved down like that and moved up like that with the press of these buttons. But of course it doesn't work. I've tried it myself. I don't want to mess with that screw anymore. But yeah. So honestly, being the last Hasbro figure, yes, this is the last one I'm going to make. I don't see myself making any more, but this is going to be the last Hasbro figure I'm going to review for Jurassic Park and World. And, what can I say? This guy is alright, you know. For its time, it was a downgrade, and even now, it's just a flawed. Compared to what Hasbro did with Jurassic World, this is much better than that Indominus Rex they made with the head. On the bright side, at least this guy can stand like this. And oh, well, I guess not. Hasbro has a hard time with legs. So is Kenner too, a little, but whatever. So yeah, Mattel has really pulled through on making a Spinosaurus figure that is awesome. And honestly, I wish in the future we do get Mattel figures that have the rubber skin feeling of the old figures. I do wish for that one day. For now, we only got the tongues that are rubber, as that one T-Rex had a rubber tongue. But until then, we can only wish and think one day we'll get rubber Rexes again, and maybe a rubber Spinosaurus. I highly doubt that, but we will get one day. So, I hope you guys liked this review. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys, hopefully, for the next time. Alright.